大家好, welcome back to another episode of Growing Up with Chinese, 成长汉语. Thanks for joining us today. 你们好吗? How are you all? I hope the answer to that question is 很好, very good. 我很好, I'm very good. So last show, we learned some basic question and answer formats with the help of Mike and Xiaoming and a photo album. Today's clip has a good review of what we talked about last time, so I won't repeat anything right now. But I will give a slight introduction into today's topic, nationality, 国籍. Now, this is a topic that will surely come up wherever you might travel in the world, especially in China. So today we have Mike, Xiaoming, and Lan Lan to show us how it's done in Chinese. Let's take a look.
兰兰，
小明，这是
哦，这是麦。
你好，我叫麦，我是小明的新朋友。
Mike，你好，我叫兰兰，我是小明的同学。
兰兰，
她叫兰兰。兰兰，她多大了？也是16岁吗？不是，她15岁。
你是？
我是。
没事没事。
哎 ，Mike， 你是哪国人？是英国人吗？
哦，我不是英国人，我是美国人。
兰兰，这是什么书啊？
这是秘密。
你好，你好，我叫 Mike， 我是小明的新朋友。Hello, hello, my name is Mike. I'm Xiaoming's new friend. 新 means new. So when Mike says 我是小明的新朋友, he's saying that he is Xiaoming's new friend. Now, new is an adjective, right? So with Chinese, for most of the time, adjectives go before nouns, just like in English. It's not friend new, but new friend, 新朋友. Mike, 你好，我叫兰兰。我是小明的同学。Hi, Mike. My name is Lan Lan. I'm Xiaoming's classmate.
兰兰，
小明，这是
哦，这是麦。
你好，我叫麦，我是小明的新朋友。
Mike， 你好，我叫兰兰，我是小明的同学。
你是哪国人？ Which country are you from? Now, what is new in this sentence structure is 哪国人. 哪 we covered last lesson. Here, although it means which. 国 on its own means country. 人 means person. So, 你是哪国人 is a question asking which country are you from? 是英国人吗? Are you British? Here, Lan Lan didn't say 你, which was implied. You could certainly say 你是英国人吗? But she didn't need to because her previous sentence had you or 你 in it. 你是哪国人? 英国 is the word for Britain. So yes, 英国人 literally means person of Britain or British. 是英国人吗? Are you British? And Mike's reply was, 我不是英国人，我是美国人。I'm not British, I'm American.
你是？
我是。
没事没事。
哎 ，Mike， 你是哪国人？是英国人吗？
哦，我不是英国人，我是美国人。
兰兰，这是什么书啊？
这是秘密。
So that's not too hard to follow, right? Let's watch the action once more.
哎呀！兰兰，
小明，这是
哦，这是麦。
你好，你好，我叫麦，我是小明的新朋友。
麦克，你好，我叫兰兰，我是小明的同学。
兰兰。啊，
她叫兰兰。兰兰，她多大了？也是16岁吗？不是，她15岁。
你是？
我是……
没事没事。
哎，麦克，你是哪国人？是英国人吗？
哦，我不是英国人，我是美国人。
兰兰，这是什么书啊？
这是秘密。
Okay, everyone, let's look at today's vocabulary. First, let's take a look at our list of vocabulary words. 新 new, 新 哪 which, what 哪 国 country, 国人 person, 人英国 England, 英国美国 the United States of America, 美国书 book, 书秘密 secret, 秘密 Okay, it's time for a little character discussion. Last class, we brought up the concept of radicals. Radicals kind of act like the first letter in a word in English. When you look Chinese characters up in the dictionary, you look them up by their radical. So rather than overwhelm all of you with crazy amounts of characters and their meanings, we're going to be focusing on radicals for a while. Today's radical is the 单人旁, or single person radical. 偏旁 is the proper way to say radical, but when you're talking about a specific radical, like the single person radical, for example, you don't need to say 偏, so it's just 单人旁, single person radical. Okay, let's look at the character 你, which means you. This is our character, 你, you. Now, the character for person, 人, is written like this. 人, that's the character for person. Now, when it's used as a radical, it changes to look like this. Sort of a shift in angles. Okay, now we know that 你, the character over here, means you, right? So the fact that the character for you, 你, has a single person radical, 单人旁, is very appropriate, is it not? Seeing as we're on the topic of nationality today, we thought it would be a good idea to go over some interesting facts about China, the nation. Now, I'm sure all of you know that China is a country in Asia, specifically the eastern part of Asia. When I was in elementary school in Nanjing, I learned that the basic shape of China resembles a rooster. Can all of you see the resemblance? There's the head, the body, and the tail. Currently, China shares a border with 14 countries. Can you imagine? They are Mongolia, Russia, North Korea, Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, Bhutan, Nepal, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Kazakhstan. In 1949, the People's Republic of China was founded, and that was when China's flag came into being. The Chinese flag is actually one of my most favorite flags. The base color is red. There are 5 yellow stars in the upper left corner. Now, I know last show we talked about the meanings of red in Chinese culture, but I purposefully left one out so that it could be mentioned today. In the Chinese flag, red represents revolution. The stars represent the unity of the Chinese Communist Party and the people of China. The stars are yellow because yellow, in this case, represents brightness. Pretty cool, huh? All right, everyone, time to move from cultural spotlight into today's language points. Now, I know we've already covered 是, but I want to highlight it again. 是 in Chinese is used like be in English. 我是小明的同学. I am Xiaoming's classmate. Now, Mike says to Lan Lan, 我不是英国人. I am not British. 不是 am not. 不 can be used with 是不是. Notice the tone change to negate something. 我不是小明. I am not 小明. 我不是 Mike. I am not Mike. 我是 Charlotte. I am Charlotte.
Mike， 你知道这是哪儿吗？
我知道，这是北海公园。
哈哈，不是，这是颐和园。
刘阿姨，您好，这是我的妈妈。
哦，您好。
哪. Just to clear up any confusion, we covered nar last time, but what we covered was nar and not na. Their meanings are pretty much identical, of that you can be sure. So where does the r come from? Well, in these specific instances, the r functions as a suffix to indicate smallness. So think about it this way. Where is limitless, right? 你是哪国人? What country are you from? There are many countries in the world, so the question is quite large, no?
兰兰，哪个是你的？
啊，我也不知道了。
小明，你看，这是我最好的朋友。
他是哪国人？也是美国人吗？
对，他也是美国人。
英国人，美国人. Have all of you caught the pattern that has arisen with speaking of nationality in Chinese? Essentially, you say the name of the country and add a 人 or person to the end. 英国人, British. 美国人, American. 中国人, Chinese. Now, this pattern works for every country I can think of in Chinese. And actually, it applies to cities as well. If you're from Beijing, you say 北京人. It's a whole lot easier than English, isn't it? We've got all kinds of endings for nationality. We have American, British, Chinese, Pakistani, Filipino, Canadian, Thai, French, Czech. The endings are all different. So, thankfully, Chinese is much more straightforward. Country plus person. 英国人, 美国人.
哎，小明，你的叔叔也是北京人吗？
不是，我的爸爸、叔叔是上海人，我妈妈是北京人。
Mike，他是美国人吗？
美国人？不，他是加拿大人。
Okay, that brings us to the end of today's show. I hope you all had fun. Now, don't forget to visit our website for reviewing or simply for fun, and please keep your feedback coming in. See you all next time. 加油，再见。